Hello and welcome to Blythe, a RPG Maker game developed by Vetulicolia, available on itch.io, and well, it's about the end of the world, but you gotta finish your homework, you know? I guess we'll see what that means. I guess a little content warning, this game does contain a bit of gore, I think, and flashing lights, so viewer discretion is advised. Let's begin. War. War never changes. War, plague, famine, homework. I guess the four deadly horsemen. 17 Rariel 174. Okay, is it like does that mean like the date maybe? Almost summer break. I look up at the icon in the corner of the screen. It's 1 in the morning. I've stalled this all year. Only 8 pages left. A few assignments of logarithmic. I can't say that word. A few assignments of logarithmic functions, then exponential logarithmic equations. Then I gotta backtrack to polynomials. I glance at the time again. I realize I've done so a dozen times in the past few minutes. Like that'll speed the process up. Rain thumps on the window blinds. It's too risky to just give up now. The light goes out. Welcome to black space. No, okay. I'm just doing homework. Music is creepy. Can I go to my menu? No items, no armor, no weapons, no skills. Status. I don't know if it matters. I'm gonna save the game though, given the choice. Yeah, let's just do our homework in the dark. That's fine. So, pause my homework. Don't think too hard about it. My ordinator sits right behind them, glowing welcomingly. Welcomingly. Ordinator. Okay, that means computer, I guess. I don't know. I feel like the game has a bit of a thing where things are called different things. I guess if that makes sense. Paroler. The Paroler program is already open. There's a dozen contacts connected at this time, but mostly not from the continent. Vetulicolia has been offline for a while. Usually doesn't go to bed early. Too bad. I wanted to confer with her for help. Alright, Paroler. That's supposed to be, I don't know, like email or social media, something like that. News. Power surge in Batavia causes millions of francs in damage. Meeting of State Tourism Agency, Illertor, has concluded a successful first half of the season. USA, ROJ, and UPAC hold security conference. Okay, it's just a bunch of headlines. Games. I recently installed a very interesting one. I had to directly seek out a developer on the Paroler. One of my most obscure finds. I'd be surprised if more than a dozen people have played it. Okay, I can play, because, instead of playing the real game, let's just play the minigame within the game. Hexen 3, Servant of the Labyrinthine. Something. Labyrinthine? The chest contains virtuous non-interference. Okay, let's just leave. Are these static? Okay. I guess you can only navigate by looking at the animated static. The gates is secured by a numerical lock. What? No, that's it, I guess. I don't know if I can get past that. I don't know where you would get a number. I don't see anywhere else. Any invisible walls, quote unquote. No? Okay, fine. I'll just leave. I guess there's nothing to do here. Can't figure that part out. Come on, just look it up on GameFAQs or something. What's the password, no? There's a page that does stuff like that, but it doesn't work in the continent. I really wish I could. I never have to leave home. Okay, Amazon doesn't, I guess, cover this area, I guess. That's why you get a VPN, maybe? But then again, I guess it's physical. Okay, I was just thinking, usually to circumvent, like, geographical restrictions, you would use a VPN. But I guess, if they don't deliver physically here, then it doesn't make sense. But anyway. The lamp seems fine, but the light bulb fizzled out. Fourth one this week. I don't even bother getting ladders out for the ceiling light anymore. At least there's always spares in the hallway closet. Bad lamp, I guess. Books, drawings, and trinkets are piled into sedimentary layers in the corner. Childhood books, my first encyclopedias, and assortment of historical literature I scavenge off my mother's shelves. Most of it concerns the exploits of Terminics in the struggle against Taboris, or the social and economic developments of Illyria before the war. Illyria? I'm well acquainted with the subject matter. Part of me wishes I lived in the revolutionary era. A time of great hope and ideals, not like now. Well, a fresh layer is of documents sent to me by a certain friend. We often exchange neat documents that I have to save somehow. My interest in the paracosmological has finally resurfaced thanks to her. Okay. Well, nothing to do here. Is the entire house out of power? I guess so. We still have... The ordinator was still working, though, I guess. It was just running off a different power. Or does it have, what's it called? A UPS, was it? Or something? Like, like its own power supply. In case of a power outage. No reason to go out. It's late. No point going to the living room. I don't want to wake her up. Whoever she is, I guess. This lock has nothing to fear from me. Right, the key should be somewhere in the living room. Okay, now we have a reason to go to the living room. What's over here? The bathroom is full of moths this time of year. Okay. I don't know, I guess I'm trying to remember. My last place... where I live, my last place that I lived in, I remember there was like a moth flying around. For one of the first times I've seen an actual moth, I feel like. It was kind of scary, I don't know. It was just flying and hitting itself on the light, It kept like casting a giant shadow everywhere. Like a horror monster. Well, the lights work here. Okay, well, I guess the entire house was just... It's not like a power outage necessarily, I guess. It's more so the lamp went out. And everything else was already turned off because it's late at night, I guess. Maybe. Trying to get context here, My mother brought these pictures along when she fled England. I believe they were taken by her parents. Okay. Looks normal. Too normal. Beneath is a generous painting of the town we live in, Nova Solin. The Venetian quarter of the city is visible in the foreground, while the other side of the inlet sprawls with the newly built apartments and hotels. Granted, almost every corner of the city is constantly under construction ever since the earthquake started. My mother always pointed out and pestered me with details how different it looked before. Okay. Venetian? Venice? I don't know. I'm horrible in terms of geography, but I'm assuming we're somewhere in Europe, Italy. I think. I don't know. Anyway, there's the key. Italy. A tablecloth reeks of rubbing alcohol with a faint hint of pear. A folder of unpaid bills, crowned with foreboding stamped slip. Figurines, a wise bird, watching over two kids in the midst of clawing at each other. Last door to the balcony. It's much too dark to see anything outside. I hate meat. I have to wash my hands over and over if I touch it. Purifying surfaces touched by it is even more stressful endeavor. I guess our character does not like meat. My eye is drawn to the shine of the kitchen knife. Yes. A staple of every RPG Maker game. A firm claw in my hands. Can I pick up the knife? No, I guess not. Alright, look at this. This game, I don't know if this game actually has any RPG combat, but I think I saw a screenshot on the story page where it looks like that. It looks like there's combat. I don't know how that's going to look like, but let's see. Where is she? Open this? Yeah. Inside a rack stacked with various household items. Jars, glasses, measuring tape, needles. My dad's electrician business junk gathering dust. Wires, a never repaired electric kettle, and my light bulb. Congratulations. You have acquired a light bulb. Let's see. I turn the head of the lamp around. Its gaping maw faces me. There, the light bulb is secured. Now to turn it on. Congratulations. Ah! What was that? Fucking jump scare. My head hurts. Right. Alright. Now, suddenly, suddenly the edibles hit. Disembodied voice. Sincerest apologies. I've been attempting to reach you, and the last few trials only overloaded your local grid. Aerial current transfer is experimental. It's still very volatile. Well, this is also a wonderful opportunity to inquire to that. Are you experiencing any aching, migraines? Yes? No? I see you're not very talkative tonight. Maybe I should apply a different approach then. Well, either way, I'm not even introduced myself. It's me, your guardian angel. Oh, yes. I know we've gone off on the wrong foot before, but there are very difficult things coming. I have to make sure they bring you no harm. You may not be ready to know all the answers yet. If you did, you may act rash and impulsive. But if you follow my lead, everything will be okay. Understood? I don't know. Who are you? Why are you a talking lamp? This is a matter far greater than you. Let's make it as painless as possible. The collapse has become nigh inevitable. There's not much time left in the world. Barely enough for salvation. You are capable of this salvation, Clara, but you must follow these instructions carefully. Tomorrow, after classes, go to the school's library. Do not hesitate for a moment. You will look for a book called Biologie Speculative de la Lune. I'm certain you've read it already. Open it on the first page of your favorite chapter. The second verse is the password. The dead end waiting will be dead no longer. Okay. I can't tell you everything now. There's stronger forces listening. What does not make sense now will come together then. But I must stress that this is your destiny, Clara. All our futures rely on it. Do not doubt it. You are truly extraordinary. Okay. Sure. The thrumming in my head phased, like a cord is pulled out, cutting off power. That was a strange hallucination. Save the game. It matters, but I always save the game every 10 seconds. The letters and numbers split and weave together like cells in a petri dish. Okay. I guess we're just really tired now. We don't want to go back to doing homework. We just want to go to sleep, I guess. Alright, fine. I fall asleep the moment my head touches down. My dreams fill me with resolve. You have never had such a face before. It's smooth, perfectly smooth, the way your mother's precious ivory razor once felt on your fingertips. Perfect bone. All your body is made of it, an even dark exoskeleton. Its form can never change or wear out. It never has to pull muscles to emote. It's perfect in every way. For a moment you bask in it and you are happy. Then you think to yourself, nothing that bad ever happened to you. So what do you grieve over? Why do you have to get out? That's not how time works. 18 Parallel 174. I'm assuming this is. I don't know. I'm guessing. Only because this game, I don't know. The world does feel like it takes place in the real world, but then suddenly it's like a little bit different. I don't know. It's weird. It's slightly off. But I'm assuming this is day, month, year. Is that correct? I'm guessing that's what it is. 174 somehow is the year, but Because this one, no, it was 17 before, now it's 18, right? So. Also, the music is, or the ambience anyway, is how do you say? It's intimidating. I don't know if that's the right word. Anyway, what flag is that? A loathsome rag. She's lost in fiddling with a pencil sharpener. Okay, Vetulicolia. Okay, that's our friend, I think. Wash my hands is always a relief. I guess Clara, right? That's the name, Clara? Is a bit of a germaphobe. I am too, to be honest. Not to the point where I feel like, you know, a lot of people are who are basically who have OCD, I guess, like actual OCD. But I am a bit of a, like, you know, I like to be hygienic, you know? I like to wash my hands. People don't wash their hands when they use the bathroom. That's just weirdos. I don't know. An unwieldy alphabet. But it is a bit strange. Why is there like a sink in the classroom, by the way? I didn't question it at first, but like, why is there like a sink in the classroom? I mean, I know I believe in Japanese schools. I don't know if it's all Japanese schools, but I always see like there is like kind of like washing stations in the hallways, at least. You know, we can wash our hands in the washing stations, I guess, or whatever we call it. I don't know. It's always in like in every school though. You know, I think it's always in like elementary schools or something. I don't know. Anyway. Hey, Clara. Glad we got this out of the way. Last French and physics text of the semester in the same day. Tight spot, no? We didn't do a bad job. Or rather, I expected you wouldn't. I studied surprisingly little. At least everyone forgot to... So, are you gonna go home straight today? No, I'll be going to the library. Vita puckers her lips and nods vigorously. Oh, yes, of course. There's a book I returned before the semester ends. Mind if I tag along? Oh, yeah. Alright. Let's get going. Vetulicolia is now following you. I have a feeling that she's a bit of a clingy friend that, you know, talks too much when she's with us, and maybe not so much when she's with other people, maybe. I don't know. That's the vibe I'm getting. I don't know. Portraits of past presidents of Illyria. I cannot name a single one. The idea of reserving a page in my brain for that information inspires genuine revolt. Okay. What's it? Ilya or Illyria? Illyria? Is that like a real place? I don't know. Illyria? Again, I'm horrible at geography. Illyria. Oh, when I search it, you know, it's like, doesn't seem like it's like a modern place, but apparently it refers to like a historical region that might have existed in the past, but not right now, like in real life. So I guess maybe this game is like, well, I don't know, I'm not sure. Well, anyway, guess we'll see. Portraits of notable past presidents of Illyria. Okay, same. And that's a sign in the Constitution, I think. Cabinet 1, Illyrian. Trite decorative paintings. Uninspiring. Vixa Capital, Gordic. Gradic. Physics. Cabinet. I guess classroom is what it means. Cabinet. Mathematics. History. I don't know, I'm getting like a Soviet Union, you know, kind of feeling to this. I don't know if it's literally Soviet Union, but something similar, I guess. Like literally 1984, you know, that book, that novel that people have been memeing, I feel like recently, where they call everything literally 1984. When, you know, your like freedom is like somewhat inconvenienced. The sign reads Toilets A. Wanna go to the toilet? No? Well, I'm getting like a 1984 kind of thing, which is one of the few books I actually read. You know, it's funny, you know, I don't know, like it's a book that you're actually supposed to read at school, I guess, but at least in my school, I was actually never really required to read 1984. I can't remember the reason why exactly, but it wasn't actually school related. I was actually interested in myself for some reason. I don't know why. I remember going to like an Indigo or something, like a bookstore. I found like 1984. I think I read it. I read like excerpt or something. I was actually interested in it, so I actually read it myself. I don't know. It's a very uncharacteristic of me because I don't really read books. I read manga, but like I got interested in 1984. I kind of just read it on my own for like fun. Isn't that strange? I just read the book on my own. I actually did read 1984 without any of the without any incentive by like school or anything. So I just read it for entertainment, and I don't remember much from it anymore. But it's 1984. It's like the critique of like a authoritarian government and all that. Anyway, a presentation about the Second Revolutionary War with an unsettled focus on the armored vehicles. Gaze upon my work, Blab, and tremble upon its might. It's not bad, but a whole subheading on the points of sloped armor is a little excessive. Sloped armor? Is she like a military, enthusiast? A school panel about an astronomical conference in this country. Why is this table not cleaned? It's so unclean. Someone clean it. You two going home together now? Now that I have your attention, ladies, have you seen... Yes, of course. That's all we talked about today. A few guys in my class were on paroler channels last night. We got it from them. Ooh, Clara, that reminds me. I was on the paroler last night. No, my whole system was way down. But the reason for that? Well, it's perhaps the most exciting thing since I've been promoted to Troop Captain of the Illyrian Bees Association. And no, I wasn't promoted to Troop General yet. Her face curves obnoxiously as she tugs the badge of her coat. Matea jeers at her. She immediately shuts back down. Either way, what were we talking about? The war, earthquakes, vanishings. Same thing has happened in KOTOR a couple years back, I reckon. Knights of the Old Republic? No. I hear some cities along the Atlantic got completely wiped, brick by brick. Not to get too morbid. Right. Well, get back at them. And there's still people left to fight in a few years. Right, whatever. Yeah, I'm getting 1984 vibes, like talking about war, and it's like it's just a normal part of their life, and like what's her face? Vetulicolia, she's like a military nerd. Talks about the military. She's very patriotic, I guess. Someone left a whole franc in the change slot. I could buy a pie with this, or maybe some ice cream. Wow, money. How rare. Names of students of the class of the year are all regulated to little apples in the corner. Yes. Obviously, there's no ice cream in the hall vending machine. Maybe I should say this for later, or... Okay, so you get your food from the vending machine. Taya looks up from her letter momentarily, but says nothing and promptly resumes. She writes line after line with the utmost fervor. Yet her cursor remains impeccable. I remember trying to learn cursive in school. I think there was like a class about like cursive writing, but I never learned it properly. I don't know how to like write in cursive, and I also hate reading cursive. When people write in their handwriting, it's really hard to tell what letters they're using. What are you twerps? What are you twerps? I want something. I got a frog in my throat. I'm just waiting for my brother to get out extracurricular shoe. Okay, whatever you say, Marco. The school staff rooms are down that hall, as is the school library. Not yet, actually. I want to see, is there anything else we look at? This way is to the gym hall and an ordinary lab. Ordinator. Back now, ordinator. I wonder why the word ordinator is used instead of computer. Ordinator does sound like a job, like someone's like role. But, I did recently learn that apparently the word computer, the origin of the word computer was also like a person as well. Someone, I'm not sure what the job was, but apparently there used to be a job, like a person who was called computer, right? They were a computer as a person, not as like a device. So maybe it's the same idea, like ordinator, it's like, it used to be like a person's job, but now it's a device as well. That's the idea? I don't know. So, did that very important thing you brought up involve our Luna friends? Yes. She contacted me. Not through Parlor, though. She started to speak through the ceiling light. I wonder how. Maybe the ship was right over me, beaming her voice down. And what did she tell you? To be ready. Something is coming. No instructions? She did not tell you to go to the library for any reason. No? She gave you orders? Told me to look for a particular book, but was frankly vague. Okay. Clara has some messy hair, by the way. You should, like, I don't know, use conditioner. You know? Yeah, I've learned recently, look, that, you should use conditioner. You know? I feel like, I guess it's just, I feel like it's just basic, hygiene, I guess, but I don't know. If you have, like, really long hair and everything, I guess you gotta use conditioner in order to make sure your hair isn't so, you know, all over the place and greasy, you know? That's what I've learned. These shelves mostly contain encyclopedias and natural sciences. Gives me a sense of unease. Besides preceding a startling sound in a horror film. This music. Now the music is low. It stopped. Maps, historic encyclopedias, all tome of philosophy and psychology there and there. There and there, there and here. There and there. So I was going to say something else. I forgot. I got distracted. Anyway. There's stacks of books that require reading in the first 2 years. Technical manuals, materials relevant to engineering. A series of booklets for programming ordinators, clearly bought in bulk. This roll is piled with miscellaneous literature. Gives me the impression of the librarian's vanity project. Lots of poetry. The book should be around here. Found it! Huh? But hey, I didn't even tell you what the book is. No matter, Vita is actually holding it. Thin white cloth cover with a modest title on the side. Argent tassel. Biologie speculative de la lune. What a weird face. What? No, I just had a hunch. I mean, it's logical. She's on the moon, and one of the books here have titles fitting allusions to it. So, the following instruction was a little unclear. She told me to look for my favorite chapter. I flipped the pages elegantly, and then back to the index. Ew, didn't look clumsily, handling the dry, stiff pages. My eyes are drawn to chapter 3. That was the one that always fascinated me the most. I flipped to it, my hands getting a little shakier. Okay. Francais. I don't know how to read French. Le Jardin de la Mer. Becadevia insects porisson et la clédant de argent. Abandon de fansons foncé ce que je vous dans ce genre. I don't know. Avec chapa. Something new. I don't know. Some kind of poem, I guess. Anyway. I always found the poem stemming from the stage of the author's grief compelling. Since then, I've been in doubt whether it's a sincere resonance, or if I'm only reflecting off of them because of the appealing motifs. But there's a difference between the two, even. Aha! So the second, Elle clé de argent. Well, now we just need to get to the ordinary lab and input as a user password, I assume. And now I'll have to keep lugging this book around? Fine. Well, what's that sound? I hope it's not... Well, it doesn't sound like the usual siren. It doesn't sound like the usual bomb raid. And I don't feel any shaking either. And we continue to count down the seconds. 0. In your dubious home, the sheets are dragged off the living room table, bottles topple down, liquor spills over. You imagine a flurry of violence and flinch. Other images peel away. Not just you, but the whole world has now hit the brick wall. It's your call to leave. Hold on, can I look at these books first? You know, because I never got a chance to look at it. There's a lot of classic literature on these shelves, but I'm not sure if they were ever part of the curriculum. Impressive array of dictionaries I've not paid attention to before. Required reading for the last 2 years. Okay. Librarian's on break. I suppose I'll be on time to return that book. A more important business to attend to now, anyway, huh? It fills me with a sense of unease. The science preceding a startling sound in a horror film. You don't say. Horror, you don't say. And apparently, again, the game isn't tagged as horror in itch.io, but I found a few games already where games, even though they're not tagged as horror, is actually horror. Also, what's that? What is that? It look like a big train. They come for us. I've always wanted this. Okay. A giant train. Just train tracks somehow just burst through the walls. How does that work? I already saved, but I'm gonna save it again. Also, I see like a status effect on Vetulicolia. I think she was waiting for this, apparently. She has no health though? Why is that's weird. She lost all her health for some reason? How did that work? Anyway. Can't walk past, I guess. Have to go in. Ella Claire de Argent. I don't know how to pronounce that. Ella Argent. The door slides open. A gust of cold air spews forth. A sharp scent of detergent and wet limestone makes your head ache. Vida and I step forward into the tram, not exchanging a word. I check my pockets for my keys, watch and bus pass. I'm struck by the thought I may never need them again. Okay, this is just normal, I guess. It's like, you know, if the train crashes into the walls near you, it's just proper procedure to go into it, you know? It's just normal. Time moves slower in some places for some people. I knew that a rescue was in time. For as long as I wanted this, or as much as it seemed like the pivot of life, I was still overcome with unease. It's happening! It is happening! She's excited. But the light at the end of the tunnel is now clear. Block O Hall. A familiar voice sounds on the ceiling intercom. You will first find that you've beckoned this place by your own volition. That is already a great achievement. I expected nothing less from you. You possess a certain ability to will the impossible, to reforge reality. And you, the other girl, you see the cards laid before you and can foresee the outcome. I've made sure your fate is tied to Clara's, so you will know what awaits her too, as it approaches. These traits will now aid you on the way. The mission is crucial to you and humanity. You will warmly meet me in the second block of this facility, but unfortunately, the spaces have been compromised by a certain spat. Get clearance to the elevator in the first block, and search for clearance into the 171st from there. Be careful. You are fragile, children. Whatever you say, big brother. Central. The right sign points to stations Gradik and Toreja. The third station, Kotor, is crossed out. A large board details some rules of using trams and table arrivals to and from the aforementioned stations. Okay. Glory to humanity. Oh. What was that? Hello? Oh, excuse me? What? I don't know if I want to go back. There's a flashlight on top of the closet. Did you reach out for it? I got it. Got a flashlight. I'll save the game. This is turning into a horror game, I feel like. Also, we're Gnostic, and Vetulicolia is Clairvoyant Seer, suddenly. But I don't... This is strange. It's a little bit surreal. We're suddenly like... I don't know. Like, we were just simply like students, and now suddenly we're saving the world? or something? I don't know. Being guided by a mysterious voice. Staff room. It won't budge. Might be barricaded from the other side. That's too bad. Anything else I can find around here? Guess nothing else. Looks like. Can I use the flashlight for anything? No. Yep. Position. Triangulated. Regret to inform Teresa cut from Central. Bandwidth disrupted. The matter of processing throughput now. Confirm speaker identity. I'm Clara. And this is my friend Vita. New interns? Interns? Interns, a several research project chosen willingly to participate in the shaping of the future of Psi. Bandwidth disrupted. High-ranking youth guard Tamara and Teresa relocated to avoid structural damage. Available to join active expedition group. Oh, okay, they're friends. Okay. You know, I thought they were like two-headed people or something, but actually I'm not sure anymore. But I guess it's just twins. I guess maybe if they are. I thought they were gonna kill me. I thought they were coming to murder me or something. But no, they're Espers, I guess. Esper, high-rank youth guard or something. Anyway, oh, I'm gonna skip a bit of that, but here's a diagram. It's labeled "The Future of War" and portrays a. Oh, that's a Batavian license-made Lesavar SVE armored carriage. It's run by a squad assisted by that's lunar people with psychic powers. That's around it suggests it was prepared for a press release, scheduled toward the end of this year. You have good reason to doubt it'll ever actually see the light of day. There's a pinpoint little notes, mostly written in indecipherable jargon. I'll post a pin to it. Okay. That's what I didn't read. So I guess, suddenly, okay, there's like psychic soldiers, and like a tank, and it's like, you know, that's... I guess war has changed, as in like, you know, it's kind of like Earthbound, where people has psychic powers, you know? PK fire! PK freeze! There's hundreds of blocks listed here. And the elevator buttons are stiff as corpses. Oh, you see that slot? You need to put on a key card first. They're level 5 apparently, by the way. Any skills? They have LAN uplink, restore 10% sign in local area network, and rapid stream, rapidly induce flow of data. Whatever these mean. I don't know what any of this means. Any skills? No, guess not. Welcome to the Illyrian Territorial Bureau of... I can't read. Illyrian Territorial Bureau... Bureau? Why can't I say that word? Bureau. It's Bureau. Yes. I knew I was saying it wrong, but... Anyway. Welcome to the Illyrian Territorial Bureau of Seraph. If you're employed in the research staff, report to the reception station to receive your daily clearance. Please remember the new employees will undertake a 3-month apprenticeship training program before being permanently assigned to a department. Number is on a piece of transparent tape. You can barely make out a 6 below it. Do I need to write this down? I'm going to write the number 6. If you are employed in the auxiliary staff, report to the staff from behind the sanitation shed. Okay. Won't budge. What's this place? You saw the sign, right? Sign? It's a symbol of public defense. Oh, the secret police? Quite the contradictory name now. You better be careful there. Block O Obrana. Caved in. Keep saving the game. I don't know, I'm just expecting to die. Oh. Okay. We must fight. Oh, I do have skills. Psychic Torment. Or do I want to use SEO right now? I'll use up my psychic powers. What if I just attack? She has ballistic foresight. Attack and attack. Yeah, 1 damage. Ow. It's freaking it's the combine, you know, from Half-Life. This 1 damage doesn't seem very strong. I guess I'll maybe use my powers. Maybe. Let's use my psychic powers real quick to just, you know, to just rip his brain out of his skull real quick. You know, when a hunch you have happens to be right, you think that could not be a coincidence? I had those often. Randomly circling test answers saved a lot of studying, haha. You feel it again, but as a constant barrage. Like I've zoomed out into vision. 5-fold, 10-fold. You know, my FOV is like maximum right now. It's a little tiring, to be honest. I feel more focused as well, as if my fingers are finally gripping the full breath of the air around them. You've really hurt those people, and you're ready to do it again. More ranks acquired. Level up. Revolting thought, and a little bit of Slav also leveled up. Also, destined for greatness learned. Right. You know, murder is profitable. Just simply kill, and you get money. Wow. Find beauty in what makes biology wretch. Okay. I know what that is. So destined for greatness. Behind you slithers a trail of diligence and sickly sweetness. It never explains what they are. You know, just like maybe somewhat like, you know, you have to like guess what it means. I mean, I'm assuming this move maybe decreases their aim, if I had to guess. This one I don't really know. I wonder if there's any spots where I can like heal up and stuff. Beds? No, you would think beds. Someone die there or something? I see blood. A single piece of paper flies by, carried by the ventilation. Public safety patrols relocate to upper blocks, maintaining order. Captain last report overseeing internment. Let's hope that's up to date. Also, I don't know what voice I was giving. I don't know who these people are. You know, they just suddenly showed up, so I don't know what voice I'm giving them. I thought they were like robots or something, you know, or androids. The way they kept referring to like, you know, computer terms. There's a loose pack of syringes in this. It might be useful. Syringes, just random syringes. You know, totally. Just like start like, you know, just using them. These cabinets contain almost nothing but empty sheets for recording. Visitors and misdemeanors. One sheet with a long transcript sticks to a sore thumb. Not to make it personal, but I believe I fully understand her. We were both denied much throughout our academic careers. I recall just how difficult how difficult it was for me to get into university. And look, now I'm working with this incredible team, shining at least a glimmer of light into the future. And the kids are wonderful. We'll make something great here. I've been often told I sound childish. It might be tracked from working with children, you know. I believe she will make the perfect addition to the team. Her credentials and prior experience in psychochemistry. I know some people are still uneasy about her coming from outside art, but she's a child of political refugees, for goodness sake. They came from specifically to evade that evil. And if Sola keeps making xenophobic remarks, I'll leave the project too. Okay, I don't know, this is much of a lot of descriptions, or a lot of like, I don't know, a lot of things that people have said, maybe. The telephone seems to still work. The rotary on the other side feels very finicky, however. Or rather, yeah, the rotary's on the underside feels very finicky to use, but I don't really have a phone number. No light. I don't like looking in there. You can't go in there? No. Is it just me? The music's kind of loud. I mean, it's on my end, I don't know. Crawl in. At least compared to the sound effects, you know? So everything's 100%. Its laminated exterior calls out for you. There's a keycard buried in the pile of notes and passes. Block 1 keycard acquired. Use that. Maybe. We go back, maybe? Open that? Won't budge. Okay. Okay. So I guess you have to go back, maybe? Use that key card in that place? Yeah, the elevators are stiff as pulling a taut skin. Where do you want to go? I want to go to Block 1. Welcome to Block 1. A familiar voice sounds with the ceiling intercom. Childlike wonder. The permanent reign of light. Its enemies, enemies of hope, have conspired in the moment of our rising. They've cut access to the block where I wait. Systems must be manually overridden. Find the power core in this block, and this nightmare will soon end. Whatever you say, mysterious voice that I, for some reason, am listening to. We have to talk. Your heart skips a beat, but you're not sure why. Permanent reign of light. She announces these words, and your skin crawls more. What's that all about? They have not mentioned anything of the moon since this whole situation started. Nothing about their lunar kin. Nothing about the things they promised us. The knowledge, the future. If they really are from the moon, this reign of light sounds like some sort of invasion. It's all starting to sound off to me now. That's it. This is why everyone before us failed. They were full of doubts. Doubts perhaps even seeded by someone with ulterior motives. You're reading into this completely incorrectly. Are you just upset we had to kill those guys to get this far? Are you? You're like one guy. Maybe I was a little rash. We have to support one another, or we're submitting to doom. Is that fine? Let's keep going. Alright. The seeds of treachery have been planted. Liberte, Egalite, Fraternity? You've seen this poster around before. It's a symbol of Axe Republican Continental. ARC established all the military architecture here after they saved us in the war. Brought over by the first C-55 and Drail vehicles too. And lots of our SVEACs like we saw in the other poster. Established this foundation too. Sponsored, I'd say. They don't do the signs. This is definitely a government thing. Once we're out of here, hopefully there's still a Bordeaux. Fingers crossed my parents will. Finally give in and let you go to officer school? Yeah. Well, that's great for you. And the Illyrian Bees Association has given great credits to show for it. With my credits in mathematics, I'll do really well in the tank corps. I get it. Your parents are bourgeoisie. And they probably relocated to Scandinavia again with all that's happening. Well, duh. A thought hasn't even crossed your mind before. Is your mother still alive? Don't stake too much in that subject matter. Okay, he's just pipe in, these strange twins that we just randomly met. Dr. Anna Kozumaro's Guide to Seraph. The panel features a cartoonish drawing of a woman who epitomizes a cartoon scientist. No, not just cartoonish. This idealized representation of her is flawless in its simplicity. You feel a pang of envy. She's drawn like a anime girl, maybe. It's a VTuber. If you're reading this, you are chosen, or have chosen, to work with one of the most world-shattering scientific institutes of all time. To my new colleagues, I wish the warmest welcome. And even warmer to our interns. You'll be the backbone of our new society, one no longer ruled by brawn and natural forces, but man's mind and heart. To my colleagues, you will work with envelope-pushing technology to try and unlock the full capabilities of Psi. As the Institute's head psychologist, I ensure the well-being of all our interns, and along with Dr. Glass, direct the direction of our research. Depending on where you find yourself, you may be developing philosophical methods, recording the effects of various conditions on intern psi prowess, creating chemical agents that open the door of man's psyche, or even testing out new neural implants. To our interns, whatever your talents are, they will find an incredible place in the next stage of civilizational development. Your psi will be honed to achieve that was what was previously thought impossible or attributed to the supernatural. Telepaths will learn to send messages across the globe, teleconnects to power our industry and security. And those with incredible ability to move space and time will provide the world with unimagined abundance. You become heroes to all humanity. This doesn't sound like what we came for. But better, almost. It does not sound like what we came for. Okay. So this... I mean, it seems like used to be a facility about developing people's minds to become psychic soldiers, right? That's the idea, anyway. I mean, I guess that's the in-lore explanation of why we suddenly have psychic powers. It's just always been a thing, I guess. This is off, however. Block 1 storage. The room is overwhelming in its austerity. You never felt more like you were compacted into a geometric space. And what's in the box? What's in the box? It's a cardboard array of insects, outstretched, pinned. Vita points out an unusually large beetle. The wings glisten under artificial lighting. They remind me of Mara. Mara? The beetle you had in 3rd grade. Oh, yes. Scarce memories. You found your first friend in the bark of the schoolyard's birch tree. You kept her close to you for three whole months. To a child, a lifetime. On lunch break, he ended her life unceremoniously, with an unrestrained laugh, not understanding. Who are you? Who are they? I don't know. This is a control panel. Linear logistical control system. Enable vending machines. Hiya! Okay. I guess you use vending machines now. The vending machine peacefully thrums. You can buy stuff. Syringes for amateur I say that word. Phlebotomist. Anyway. Okay. Saves you from an early death. Restores focus, prevents calcification. Makes you forget the dread, whatever that means. Slows bleeding. Soothes nausea. Okay, so these are like status effects, I'm assuming. So I'm assuming the syringes are what you use for as items, but you gotta put stuff in the syringes, I guess, in order to use them, right? Promethol is probably... Prometholo. Prometholol. No. I guess that's health. Neurodipine is... I'm assuming psi power, like MP basically. Dread, bleeding, and nausea are probably status effects that might be inflicted on your character. They cost the same amount though. Usually status effect items usually cost less, because otherwise you incentivize the player to only buy health, potions or whatever. I mean, I can use a syringe, but like... What does it do if I use it, like, if it's empty? What does that mean? I don't know. Hold on. Oh, okay, that just does damage, obviously. Alright. Hold on. I want to go back. I want to reload. Because obviously, it's just a waste of an item. Yeah, I mean, obviously, trying to, like, use an empty syringe. Isn't that how you get yourself killed? Like, I think, like, if you insert, like, oxygen into your bloodstream, that's how you die. Get, like, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly the reason, but I think you get some kind of, like, blood clot or something, or, like, you get, like, a heart attack, or... I don't know, I'm not sure, but usually you don't want to insert, like, an empty syringe, into your veins. That's, like, a horrible idea. Also, Wario! Cold aluminum gates block this way. Oh, well. Halt! This unit has been ordered to neutralize all intruders. Turn yourself in now, and we don't have to fight. The power of gun is the power of bullet is very powerful. Is there anything else to explore, by the way? I go in here. Anything in here? Doesn't look like it. It's just a washroom. Oh, who are you? Ah! What? How'd you find me? His clothes are caked in dry blood. Two puncher-like eyes jump from corner to corner. He scoots backward like a scared gerbil. Vita takes a step forward and heroically springs an arm, offering a handshake. We're here to help. Take a deep breath and tell us what happened. He just stares blankly through her. Behind you! Whoa! Oh, okay. Oh, is that a fourth party member I see? What the heck? I didn't know there was another person here that we can maybe recruit. Possibly. But let's see. Alright. So I've actually fought those, that like big group of like guards like like 4 times or something. I lost every single time. But anyway, by the way, so I don't know, I'm probably gonna cut this for YouTube. So by the way, so Psychic Torment does damage. Revolting Thought does seem to give poison. I guess it gives nausea. It also heals. So that's interesting. So that's a very interesting attack. So it seems like the game really encourages to use your psychic powers, as it turns out. It also seems like our side points actually heal. Maybe I'm not sure. Maybe not. Maybe I'm imagining things, but it's actually better to just use your psychic powers versus not using it at all. Ballistic Foresight, makes people miss. Destiny of Greatness is actually like a buff. So maybe we'll use that first. And telepathy on the guy with the gun. Possible. What about you? What do you do? You have channeling, stellar flash. Press your chin on the tray, eyes to the front, and keep them open this time. Well, I don't know what that means. Dust Bowl. Sit up straight, now think of a windy summer day. Alright. I guess we'll try it out. I don't know. Bursting light. And also ignited. Whatever that means. Ignited maybe is like burning. Maybe, I'm not sure. Afflicted by terror as well. Okay. Buffing everybody up. A rousing speech. Let's see here. Do that. Use it on you. I want these guys to actually just kind of guard if possible. You will use Dust Bowl, whatever that means. That affects everybody, it seems like. No effect to anybody. It did nothing. It seems like our biggest damage dealer is actually Clara. The character, the twins, Tamara and, I don't know, TMR and TRZ actually. They actually don't have a lot of, like, offensive skills. Actually, they don't have any at all. You can attack, but it doesn't do as much damage. Let's heal up, actually. Do that. Mostly force on you. Guard again. Actually, let's use a land uplink. Let's do that. And just attack. Ooh, damage! Wow. Yeah. That heals up our side a little bit. Very little, though. Not a lot. Max Vitality, I don't know how much that helps, to be honest. Did I use Ballistic Foresight on you? I can't remember. I'm gonna use it again. And, that's the one thing I wish it would tell you, actually. Whenever you use Ballistic Foresight or whatever, it will tell you which enemies are actually affected. It doesn't tell you, I feel like. I'm gonna flash you, I guess. Again, the music is actually kind of... Is it just me? It's just really loud compared to the sound effects. I don't know. Weird sound missing. Yeah, see there, by the way? That's something I noticed as well. It seems like your psi points do recover naturally. I don't know what is affected by that. Maybe it's the buff from Vito's lava, maybe? I'm not sure. I don't know if it said, like, it gives you a psi recovery. I don't know, just something I noticed. Okay, well, everybody attack. Just attack. No, Stellar Flash. Why not? I still don't know what it does, to be honest. I actually not been paying attention to what Ignited does. Ow. He's bound to miss, but he still hits. What the heck? So even though the text, the flavor text says they're bound to miss, it doesn't actually is the case. Actually, it's more so maybe just they have a chance to miss. Alright, we leveled up. Creeping Despair, Moth Claw, Combusting Mechanism. Oh, and a bunch of money. Also, we got him out of the toilet. Great. He's following us now? Guy with like a weird face. Oh, not much of a face actually. Save the game. Okay. Locked from inside. I wash my hands? Alright. Let's just leave. Can we, You wanna take a breather for a sec? Sure, bud. Now tell me, you're not human, are you? His hands are completely covered in sweat. Your head is pouring out with constraints. Your face is a reflection of the stars. You're a lunar. How'd you get here? Why are those officers after you? Do you know the emissary who came to us? Do you have a starship? Or at least a gun? Show me your gun. You must have hid it under your sleeve when you were shooting rays at those guys. Vita, please let him talk. I would like to know what you are, however. I'm normal. I'm a person. My name is Zija. Zija Zunozovic. I'm a normal human. Tell me something a human would. I don't know. Are you not happy with that? What are you doing here, Zija? Okay. I lived here with my older brother since I was 6, I think. We were both interns and associates of research team Zora, Unit 33. Manola was our custodian. Alright. It's not so hard. It's not so hard, or that's not so hard? I don't know. I don't know what happened now. I think a fight broke out between some of the researchers. Kozamara did not like what Glass was doing. She was really angry. A lot of Manola said something about us finally being deployed. The training became a lot more intense. More of the Obrana people came. We did exercises with them. I had not seen that many guns since I was a kid. It wasn't nice. It was never nice. My head hurt. It swelled and burst out. It hurt more, but I had more targets to burn. Then they started fighting, and I just hid. I didn't even try to run. There's more questions I'd like to ask, but you must be exhausted. You want to get out of here, no? Yes, but well, my brother's still here. We're on the way to meet our emissary. You can come along. We'll figure this all out. Got it. Just one more thing. You don't happen to know these two? No? Different unit. No direct contact. Alright. Okay. So it's another psychic guy. Like a psychic person. A soldier or whatever. Kozamara, isn't it this person? Yeah, Kozamara. You know, this is obviously the idealized version of Kozamara, but the real Kozamara probably is maybe a ruthless person. That's what it seems to imply anyway. Also, I need to heal up. I got a bunch of money though, so that's good. You know, is it more efficient to buy the ones that cost 2 or the ones that cost 5? Not sure. Buy, let's see. 1, 2, and yeah, at least, well, let's see, I'll buy 2 of these. Oh, not 4. 2 of these. And 1 of these. I don't know what the syringe does, by the way. I used it once and it did damage to me. So I thought you're supposed to use these chemicals and put it in the syringe, but it seems like that's not the case. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure how it works. Anyway, heal up you and you. And then a little bit of you. And Clara can just heal herself, I think. Move. I'm curious about the moves do, though. You know, part of the game is actually understanding what these moves even do. Creeping Despair. Receded berries brought to them polish and varnish. Mothclaw hands a cutting implements. Hands that cutting implements. Or I'm gonna read this. Hands that cutting implements envy. It's a weird sentence. Combusting mechanism. The world is made of interlocking mechanisms. All you need is to formulate a plan of attack. Why can't they move? Why can't they use their moves outside of combat? It looks like. I'm gonna see. Does it do anything? Oh, okay, they can do it. They can use it, but I don't know. It doesn't do anything. Seems like. Yeah, I just use up their side points, which might be bad actually. I don't want to use up the side points outside of battle, so I'm gonna reload actually. That's what I. That's what you get for experimenting. You know, you just lose points. That's it.